here in a very short amount of time. Right now,
there is a severe thunderstorm warning.
There is a severe thunderstorm warning there, yes.
Nonetheless, we do want to take shelter if you are in the Dixon area right now, or that's moving off to the northeast also. So,
yeah.
We're in central Ogle County, southern Ogle County, still in the path of the severe thunderstorm warning. No confirmed reports of tornadoes with this one, but still talking about very gusty, dangerous winds and large hail with this. So, still want to get indoors, get into a safe shelter.
Wow, look at this picture. This is near Cherry Valley. This is these are some of the first pictures that we're seeing from Cherry Valley of the tornado. And now we've got some pictures of a really substantial tree down over near Sterling. We're going to try to update some of these, and I think we've got some video here too. I'm just going to keep on plugging through some of these just so we can get an idea of some of these just remarkable images. My goodness, look at this just south of Rochelle. Some very large hail we've seen here. This over near Dixon, that looks like almost 2-inch hail. That is some pretty serious stuff. Let's see what we got here. I mean, it's just pretty incredible stuff. Which page is, oh, on the 23 Storm Team page. We're getting some other videos here that I want to show. There we go. That's a still image from near Hillcrest. Let's take a look here. This is between Ashton and Rochelle. That's well, in any case, lots of hail and large tornado. I mean, this is just I haven't seen, you know, during our 5 and 6 o'clock newscasts, I was making the comparison to the Utica tornado that happened 11 years ago, right around this time of year. That the atmospheric setup here today was very, very similar to the setup that we had seen in Utica that produced, I believe it was an F3 or an F4 tornado back in 2004, and unfortunately it did claim several lives there in downtown.
And we're getting reports of people being trapped in homes now in Flag Center, which is where we...
People being trapped in homes in Flag Center. Hey, Mitch, do we have Brad? I don't hear Brad's microphone. Do we have him, Brad, sounded right now? Okay, we'll repeat that in just a second, Brad. They're going to have your microphone sounded here in just a minute. Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah, we're getting reports now of people being trapped in homes in Flag Center, which is down in southern Ogle County. This is where we've had multiple fire departments sent to respond there. A lot of damage in that area. This is where we've been getting pictures of the tornado. Again, large, damaging tornado, and just not something you like to see. I mean, of course, this is, I mean, very difficult to deal with. Again, now that we're over, at least in that area, now in the aftermath of the storm, now we wish the best to emergency responders, getting to people who are in that situation. And if you're not from that area, stay out of that area too. We don't want to hamper their efforts at all. Want to make things go as smoothly as possible for those people who are putting in the hard work out there, who
Absolutely.
have been trying to help people who have been in the path of the storm. And the storm over down there, but we're still dealing with severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings off to the north and east with that same cell right now. Again, that's now moving over off through southern Boone County and eventually off into southwest McHenry County. That tornado warning in effect until 7:45 p.m. And we're still seeing that rotation, a little bit of a hook indication in there.
It's not as
radar.
Pronounced as it was before, but
thankfully it seems to be weakening a little bit.
Which is good news, because we've clearly seen what this storm is capable of doing. Latest that we have from the storm over southeastern Winnebago County and northeastern Ogle County, it looks as though we're starting to see a little hook develop here in far northeastern portions of Ogle County. So this is going to be right around the Monroe Center area. As we zoom in here, just to the west of Interstate 39. Now, we have not received any reports of a tornado with this cell, but it is a possibility that a tornado could come out of this at any particular point in time. This storm is moving to the east-northeast at 40 miles per hour, so it will be very close to the Monroe Center area, near New Milford, and then eventually over toward Cherry Valley. So maybe right along Black Hawk Road, heading over toward Mulford, perhaps over by the Cherry Valley Fire Station number 2 there on Black Hawk Road between Cherry Valley and New Milford. And then heading closer to the village of Cherry Valley and perhaps skirting into southwestern portions of Boone County. So that's the area that we're going to be watching closely. If there is going to be a tornado that develops, it would be in this area here that I'm highlighting in yellow. But again, nothing has been reported, nothing has been confirmed from that just yet. We are getting reports now. The chasers that first told us about the Ashton tornado, they're now back out to they've headed back out west, and they are seeing a wall cloud, which oftentimes is the precursor to a tornado, in the Oregon and Grand Detour area. Anywhere between Oregon and Grand Detour. So we're gonna move the map here to the south and west and take a look at what's going on there. Oh, you certainly do. It certainly appears as though there could be quite the hook developing with this cell. So watch out Mount Morris, watch out Byron. We don't have a tornado warning on this, just a severe thunderstorm warning on this storm right now, but it is certainly something worth watching. Oregon, Mount Morris, Byron, Stillman Valley, Grand Detour, that's heading south of Oregon down toward Dixon, so we will keep a close eye on that. Also, again, keeping a close eye in the Davis Junction, Monroe Center area, and keeping a very, very close eye over Belvedere and much of Boone County. Thankfully, it's been a while since we've had our last report of a tornado touchdown or of a funnel cloud setting, and that's good news, although that could very possibly be a function of the fact that we're losing daylight here. And so this is almost what makes things even more dangerous. So let's talk about that. Not only is are these tornadoes very dangerous and have been very damaging, they're going to be harder to see. And so it adds a little bit of an element of surprise there, unfortunately. And when you can't see what's coming, it certainly adds another element of danger here. Well, it's time for a little good news. If there is good news, the tornado watch has been taken down for Joe Daviess, Stevenson, Carroll, and Whiteside counties. So there's a small piece of good news, a sign that the severe threat will be coming to an end here fairly quickly, which is good news. New severe thunderstorm warning for Rock and Walworth counties until 7:45. I suppose that's not necessarily a new warning. We've just been so focused on the activity here in northern Illinois, and for good reason. So that's what we got right now. We're going to take a very, very short break. We're going to try to compile a few more videos, a few more pictures to show you. We appreciate everybody who has taken the time to send us the pictures and videos on our social media pages. But if you are going to do this, let me make it perfectly clear, folks. We really appreciate you sending the pictures, but I do not want you putting your safety in jeopardy to give us a picture. If you could take the picture safely, do that and send those our way. But again, we really appreciate everybody for your reports. All right, 2-minute break. We're going to collect ourselves here and have more information coming up. And hopefully, this will be the last segment that we'll have to be with you here this evening, because it looks as though once we get done with this last cluster of storms, things should be about done. We'll be back in 2.
When breaking